Okay, exercise 12 is about making tables, and so I will begin by just typing the text outside, and well, if I want, I can make the font a bit bigger. Now, after you've typed in the words my schedule, there are actually two ways of inserting a table, and the first way is to go up to the top, find where it says table, click it, click insert table, and this box appears. This box allows you to choose the number of columns. And if you look at the sample book, you'll notice that there are 5 columns and 4 rows. Right now there's 2 rows, so we can use these up and down arrows to increase or decrease the values. Um, so once you've selected 5 columns, 4 rows, just click OK, and you can see that the computer has inserted a table with 5 columns and 4 rows. All you have to do is click in the cell and type the information that's missing. Now, you'll notice that if you type something and you run out of space, the computer automatically increases the size of the cell to accommodate the words. Okay, so you don't have to press enter. The computer will increase the size of the cell for you automatically. Now, if you look at the sample, you'll notice that in some of the cells, they have the same words. If you want, you can highlight, go to edit and copy, click in the cell that you want to paste those words, go to edit and paste. Likewise, if you want, you can highlight this and go up to the menu bar, find where it says copy, click here, and paste. Okay, so that's being smart. That's using some of the skills we've already learned in previous exercises. Now at the bottom, you'll notice that we're making another schedule, and for this one, I will teach you another way of making a table. Okay, remember the first time we did it, we went to table, insert table, but this time round, please find a shortcut key that's called insert table. Again, we're making a table that's 5 columns and 4 rows, so if you click that button, you'll see this grid appear. And all you have to do is you can highlight and drag, and the bigger table with the more cells or smaller table with fewer cells, you can choose the number of cells. Let me just show you. If I highlight this number of cells, it's going to be a 9 by 11 table. If I let go of the button, I've got a 9 by 11 table. I'll undo this because all I really need is I need a 5 by 4 table. So if I highlight that number of cells and let go, I've got a table that's identical to the one I made earlier. Again, I can type in the missing text. And you know what? I can even go back up here. I can right click, copy, click here, right click, paste. Right click, paste. And I can highlight this, right click, copy, right click, paste. Or if you remember, you can also highlight and press Control C, click down here, Control V. And there are a couple of other cells. You can type in free. And if you want to make the cells bigger, you can just press enter and enlarge the cells. Okay, I've done the bottom table, and the last thing that I have to do is, you'll notice in your sample book, some of the cells are shaded. So what I can do is I can click in Monday, that cell, and I can go up to Format, Borders and Shading. I click that, and then this box appears. This is the Borders and Shading box. So you've got three options: Borders, Page Border, and Shading. Please click the Shading tab and select a color or a shade of gray. Now, for the days of the week, Monday to Friday, we actually have to click black. Don't pick one of these colors. These appear very dark, but they're actually just dark grays. The pure black, the solid black, is this one here. Now, down here, it says to apply to, and it's got a drop down arrow. If you apply to table, look what happens. Everything turns black. That's not what we want. So I will undo that. What I want to do is I only want to make one cell black. So I go back to the shading, black, and I apply to cell. Click OK. Okay, so that cell is now black, and the letters automatically turn white. Now, it's going to take us a lot of time to do these cells one by one, so what we can do is we can highlight multiple cells, Format, Borders and Shading, black, apply to cell, click OK, and how come they're all white? Well, it's because they're highlighted. If I click outside, they turn black. If you're good, you can actually highlight more than one cell at a time and make the cells shaded together. Okay, so I can highlight these two cells, Format, Borders and Shading, pick a gray, 30%, apply to cell. Okay, you can do that, or there's even another way of doing this. We can highlight, and you can right click, go to Borders and Shading, click 30, okay. So that's another technique for adding shading. Okay, highlight, right click, Borders and Shading, and right click, Borders and Shading. Okay, it doesn't matter which technique you use, whether you use the Format, Borders or Shading, or the shortcut. Okay, so once you finish that, oh, there's a couple of final things I have to do. I believe these words are bolded, and I left out sleep all day. Okay, when you're finished, please go to File, Save As, and if you're saving it on your USB drive, save it on your USB or your 3.5 floppy. We will call this file 12. Save it, and we're finished.